Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. I think we're ready to start now, and we'll just allow more people to filter in as the event goes on. So welcome everyone to the University of Oxford Hindu Society's second event in our virtual speaker series, and I'm delighted to introduce Roop Kumar, Sonali, and Riva Rathod for today's event. Roop Kumar ji is a renowned musician known for his expressive and soulful music. Many of his works have been featured in blockbuster Bollywood movies, including Tujh Mein Rab Dikhta Hai from Rab Ne Banadi Jodi, Mola Mere Mola, and Tere Justaju. Roop Kumar ji and Sonali ji's daughter, Riva Rathod, is an up-and-coming musician who has recently launched her own career. My name is Rim Shah, and I will be your host for today's event, along with Neetu Singh, President of the Oxford South Asian Arts Society.
Thank you so much for that, Rim. Thank you so much, Kumar ji, Sonali ji, and Rima ji. We're so grateful to have you here and to be on this platform with us. So I'm just going to begin by just saying a bit about who we are as a society and then what we're going to be talking about in this conversation today. So I'm the president of the Oxford South Asian Arts Society. We're a society that's around 5 years old. We're very new, and we like to celebrate the South Asian arts, celebrate figures such as yourself, Roop Kumar ji, such as yourself, Sonali ji, and Riva ji. And we're very much about advocating for platforming and advocating for the South Asian arts, music, dance, and more. So today in our conversation, we're going to be doing a discursive interview. So we'll have a few questions for about 40 minutes. And then for the last 20 minutes or so, we'll have a Q&A. So we'll allow you guys who are watching to submit your questions, and then right at the end we'll answer those questions if we have enough time. So I'd like to begin by asking the first question, which is, Roop Kumar ji, you come from a very musical family. You all do. You are a musical family, and has this influenced your career in any way? अगर आप हिंदी में बोलना चाहते हो तो फिर आप हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हो, and we'll try to translate.
नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, सलाम अलैकुम, केम छो, गुड इवनिंग और आप सबका स्वागत है. It's an honor to be with you on this prestigious platform. Thank you so much for giving us this lovely opportunity. And that's my beautiful wife Sonali, and that's my gorgeous daughter Riva. They are also part of this interview today. We will be exchanging many songs and many discussion on music, and many subject we'll try to cover. So मेरी पैदाइश जो है वो म्यूजिकल फैमिली में हुई, तो ये बहुत मेरे लिए बहुत ही एक, जिसे कहते हैं कि किस्मत लेके आना होता है कि आप किसी म्यूजिशियन के घर में जन्म लें, तो ये डेस्टिनी है. और मेरा जन्म जो है वो म्यूजिकल परिवार में हुआ. My father, Pandit Chaturvus Rathod, was a leading exponent of Aditya Gharana from Jamnagar, which is in Saurashtra, Gujarat. और जब वो 18-19-20 साल के थे तो मेरी ग्रैंडमदर, she was also singer, चंपाबाई, तो उन्होंने मेरे फादर को जामनगर तालीम के लिए भेज दिया. And he learned under पंडित बलदेव जयशंकर भट्ट. और इंटरेस्टिंग बात ये है कि उस जमाने में संगीत कैसे सीखा जाता था, तो मैं वो शेयर करना चाहता हूँ कि स्टूडेंट को जो है वो अपने गुरु के साथ ही रहना पड़ता था. जब तक वो सीखता है तब तक गुरु के साथ ही रहना है. और अपार्ट फ्रॉम लर्निंग म्यूजिक, he has to do all the housework like washing clothes, cleaning vessels, और जितना भी काम है, झाड़ू पोतना से लेकर के उनकी मसाज करना, तो गुरु की सेवा करना. और उसके बाद 4-5 महीने बाद गुरु को लगता था कि ये लड़का सीख सकता है, तो फिर गुरु उसकी ट्रेनिंग शुरू करते.
So I will just interrupt him, and just for the listeners who have not understood Hindi, I shall try to convey what he has to say. That it was a norm in the olden days.
It was a customary.
It was very customary.
In those days.
Yeah, to learn under a guru by staying with him and doing all his household work, and then the guru might teach him whenever he felt like. It It was not a fixed time learning or how many hours he should teach. No, it was nothing was fixed. It was just on the guru's women fancy how we would teach the student and when will he teach the student. So that's how my father-in-law, Pandit Chaturbhuj Rathod, learnt his music in Jamnagar, that's in Gujarat, from Pandit Baldev Shankar Bhatt.
तो मेरे फादर ने पूरी तालीम वहां से ली जामनगर से, and then he came to Bombay and settled down. और फिर मेरा जन्म बॉम्बे में ही हुआ, and I was very lucky कि घर पर ऐसे ऐसे म्यूजिशियन आते थे because they were all my father's buddies. So उस्ताद अल्लाह खान साहब तबला माइस्ट्रो, फिर सितार माइस्ट्रो अब्दुल हलीम जाफर खान साहब, then सारंगी माइस्ट्रो सुल्तान खान साहब, then हीराबाई बड़ौदेकर, शारदाबाई जोगड़ेकर, राम मराठे, और इतने कलाकार आते थे. तो उन सब को देख देख के उनकी गोद में बैठ करके मैंने संगीत जो है सीखा है. तो डेफिनेटली वो एक बहुत बड़ा प्लस पॉइंट है म्यूजिशियन के घर में पैदा होना.
Okay, so thank you for that, Kumarji. So I think a reasonable question to follow on from that is, did you ever want to follow a different career path, or has your passion always been music?
See, my mother once told me that whenever I cried, they used to give me tabla. और उसके बाद फिर then I was a happy boy. I was like खेलना चालू हो जाता था, कुछ भी बजाना शुरू हो जाता था. तो बचपन से एक ऐसा पैशन था, एक ऐसा जुनून था तबले को देख करके मैं पागल हो जाता था. And then slowly हमारी bonding जो है वो इस टॉय के साथ में शुरू हुई, and this tabla became my first love, and I started playing. My father started teaching me when I was 4, and I gave my first performance as a tabla solo tabla player, as a solo tabla. I gave my first concert when I was 6. So मैं इतना छोटा था कि तबले के पीछे मेरी सिर्फ इतनी मुट्ठी दिखती थी, and I used to play. But I'm so happy, you know, जब legacy की बात करते हैं. I gave my first performance when I was 6, but my daughter Viva, she gave her first performance at the age of 4. Yeah. And what a coincidence! In the same auditorium, जहाँ मैंने perform किया था, वहीं इसने perform किया at the age of 4. So मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि ये legacy जो है, she is the 4th generation. My grandmother, then my father, then me, and now her. So हमें और ज़्यादा choice कुछ था नहीं, apart from music के अलावा और कुछ career बनाने में हमको कोई हमारा कोई interest नहीं था या कोई दिलचस्पी नहीं. So that's why we become musicians.
Thank you so much, Rukumarji. So we're going to keep alternating from Rim to me to ask each question, just to make sure that we have no technical difficulties.
Yes, clearly?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. So the next question is, and this is directed to Rukumarji. How have your experiences singing outside of playback singing, for example, as a judge on various competitions in India, how has that differed? So your experiences both as a playback singer, but also your experiences as a judge. Which one do you prefer, and how are they different?
See, initially, मुझे जो है फिल्मों में गाने का कोई शौक नहीं था या कोई दिलचस्पी नहीं थी. मुझे इतने सारे ऑफर्स, जब मैंने गाना शुरू किया तो मुझे कई ऑफर्स आए प्लेबैक सिंगिंग के, बट आई वांटेड टू डू स्टेज परफॉर्मेंस, बिकॉज 4-6 साल की उम्र से, जैसे मैंने कहा कि मैं हमेशा से स्टेज पर रहा, एंड देन आई स्टार्टेड माय करियर एज अ तबला प्लेयर. आई यूज्ड टू परफॉर्म ऑल ओवर न्यूयॉर्क में मेडिसन स्क्वायर गार्डन, लंदन में अल्बर्ट हॉल, एंड क्वीन एलिजाबेथ, जहां आप कहें, सिडनी में, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, फिजी में, हर जगह इतने परफॉर्मेंसेस किए। तो जब लाइव परफॉर्म आप करते हैं तो उसका एक नशा अलग होता है, क्योंकि उस वक्त आप ही हीरो हैं, लोग आपको देख रहे हैं, आपको सुन रहे हैं, और उसी वक्त आपको रिस्पांस मिलता है, उसी वक्त वंस मोर मिलता है, या उसी वक्त हूटिंग भी मिलती है। तो फैंस एंड देयर्स, वो एक अलग ही एक नशा है। प्लेबैक सिंगिंग में क्या होता है कि हमने आज गाना गाया, और वो फिल्म बनते 6 महीने, 8 महीने, 1 साल बाद वो फिल्म रिलीज होती है, और तब तक हम भूल जाते हैं कि यार ये फिल्म में हमने गाना गाया था। बट आई वॉज वेरी लकी दैट जो गाने मुझे मिले वो सारे इमॉर्टल सॉन्ग्स हैं। वो जब तक मेरा नाम रहेगा, जब तक चांद सितारे रहेंगे, जब तक ये पृथ्वी रहेगी, जब तक संगीत रहेगा, लोग वो गाने गुनगुनाएंगे और लोग मुझे याद करेंगे।
So the gist of what he just spoke is that it's a different high when you're on stage. And when he started to perform on stage at a very young age, when you are on the stage, the artist is the hero. You don't need any other character to attract the audience, and the audience is only directly connected with you. So it's the artist is on a big high when he's on the stage. When he hears, when the public either they just clap for you, or whether they like you or they don't like you, it's an instant reaction.
And that's how she fell in love with me. When I was on the stage, she was in the audience and she saw me playing. Oh, this is the man I want to marry.
Yeah, now, it's getting too personal. But yes, that was the first time that I heard him on stage playing tabla, and I was just like, who's he? And it was a great experience. So that's what he's trying to say, that performing on stage is a different experience than singing in a closed studio, when you're singing for another actor, and when you have to imagine what the actor is going to enact on screen, and you have to imagine and you have to put in your soul, and you have to put in your emotions in your song. But you do not get an instant reaction at that time.
No, you have to get into that character
of the actor.
So that's why it's called playback. We are behind the curtains. We have to give our voice to the hero. So that's why it's called playback singing.
This album, which won the platinum disc, it was widely sold and very, very popular.
It's called Parvaz.
And where it was he not only sang on the track, and after he finished recording his vocals, then he took the track and started accompanying himself on the tabla. So which is quite a rare thing to do. And that was the his first experience, I think. Yes. The first memorable experience that he had just in the beginning of his career.
Yeah, so that's how I started my career. And ये 85 की बात है। अब्बा जी, that is उस्ताद अल्लाह रखा खान साहब, हम उनको प्यार से अब्बा जी कहते हैं। तो एक दिन उनके यहाँ से फोन आया कि आज शाम को घर पर महफिल है और तुम आ जाओ बाजा लेकर के। And I was like, wow, ये तो बहुत बड़ी बात हो गई। मेरे लिए तो हाजिरी लगाना था कि ऐसे दिग्गज उस्तादों के यहाँ जाकर के जो है हाजिरी लगाना बहुत जरूरी होता है। तो मैं तो चला गया, और वहां जाने के बाद पता चला कि इट वाज बर्थडे ऑफ उस्ताद जाकिर हुसैन खान साहब। तो जाकिर भाई की बर्थडे थी, वो उनके साहबजादे, उनके सन। तो मैंने बड़ी मुश्किल से अपने आप को तैयार किया मेंटली। आई प्रिपेयर्ड माय सेल्फ कि ओके नाउ टुडे आई नीड टू डू अ गुड जॉब, बिकॉज इतने गैलेक्सी ऑफ म्यूजिशियंस सब बैठे हुए हैं एंड आई बेटर सिंग वेल। और अचानक मेरी नजर पड़ी कि गुलाम अली खान साहब जो है वो फ्लावर बुके लेकर के चले आ रहे हैं टू ग्रीट द बर्थडे बॉय उस्ताद जाकिर हुसैन खान साहब। और उसके बाद मैं और ज्यादा नर्वस हो गया कि अरे एक और खान साहब आने के बाद खान साहब बैठ गए सामने कि हाँ जी अब कुछ हो जाए। अब वो मैं तो बिल्कुल नया था, मेरी शुरुआत थी, बट टिल टुडे आई डोंट नो व्हिच एंड व्हाट पावर made me sing for 3.5 hours non-stop. And अब्बा जी के इतने आशीर्वाद मिले, उन्होंने मुझे 1000 रुपए की नोट जो है उन्होंने मुझे इनाम में दी, जो मेरे लिए जो है वो सबसे बड़ा अवार्ड था. तो ये एक ऐसी यादगिरी है जिसको मैं कभी भूल नहीं सकता कि ये आशीर्वाद उनका था.
So it's not only for Roop ji, but I think this is absolutely a memorable and an experience to cherish for any artist. Singing at Ustad Allah Rakha Khan Sahab's house for the birthday of the legendary Ustad Zakir Hussain, and that too in front of the whole galaxy like Ghulam Ali Khan Sahab and several other artists. And this was just the beginning of your career.
Yeah, 85.
Yeah. So I'm sure, like, unfortunately, I was not present that time, but I'm sure that there cannot be a better memory than this.
एक और इंसिडेंट मेरे को बहुत ही, देखिए आर्टिस्ट की लाइफ में क्या क्या होता है. ये बहुत अर्ली इयर्स की बात है जब मैंने गाना शुरू किया था. तो उस वक्त एक टूर हमें मिला अमेरिका एंड कनाडा का. तो हम लोग बहुत एक्साइट हुए कि वाह, फर्स्ट टाइम अमेरिका कनाडा, हमारे 12 प्रोग्राम्स हैं और हमने सारी तैयारी करी. और ट्रूप के साथ में हमारी फ्लाइट थी बॉम्बे, एम्स्टर्डम, टोरंटो. हम टोरंटो लैंड हुए, हमारा प्रमोटर हमें लेने आया, हम गाड़ी में बैठे और हमें लगा कि शायद अभी जाएंगे और चेक इन करवाएंगे, हम थके हुए थे. उन्होंने हमें डायरेक्ट टोरंटो से न्यूयॉर्क ले गए बाय रोड. जस्ट इमेजिन, बॉम्बे, एम्स्टर्डम, टोरंटो से बाय रोड सीधा न्यूयॉर्क. हम न्यूयॉर्क पहुंचे शाम को 4:30-5 बजे हम लोग न्यूयॉर्क पहुंचे. तो वहां भारतीय विद्या भवन का प्रोग्राम था. तो भारतीय विद्या भवन के जो होस्ट थे वो गर्म पानी और सॉल्ट लेकर के खड़े थे कि अरे आप इतने थक के आए होंगे, सबसे पहले आप गार्गल कर लीजिए, अपना गला साफ कर लीजिए, अब आप कैसे गाएंगे. मैंने कहा नहीं, आप फिक्र ना करिए, हम गाएंगे बिल्कुल. क्योंकि जब हम स्टेज पे जाते हैं तो कितने भी दिन की थकान हो, कितनी भी बीमारी हो, वो माँ सरस्वती का ऐसा आशीर्वाद होता है कि एक शक्ति जो है वो हमें गवा देती है. एनीहाउ, वी प्रोग्राम हो गया, बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम हुआ. उसके बाद में डिनर वहां पर हमने खाया. डिनर खाने के बाद में फिर से हम गाड़ी में बैठे तो हमें लगा कि शायद अब होटल में जाकर के हम अच्छे से सो पाएंगे. गलत. वो वहां से हम चले हैं न्यूयॉर्क से बैक टू टोरंटो बाय रोड. तो ऐसी भी जर्नी जो है हमने की है, क्योंकि वो टाइम ऐसा था कि हम बहुत ज्यादा अपनी डिमांड नहीं कर सकते थे प्रमोटर से. बट नाउ भगवान की कृपा है, आप लोगों की दुआ है कि अब जो है वो बात कुछ और है.
Yeah, so it is as he said in the beginning, that artist's life is full of memorable experiences, whether they are good, bad. And this was one of the this was just in the beginning of our careers. I think it was our first tour together to USA and Canada. And that is where, like, we traveled, we landed in Toronto. From Toronto, the promoter put us in the car and took us to New York, and we did not know what was happening. New York, after an hour, when we reached New York, we reached Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and then we performed after an hour. After that, after performance, there was dinner, and after dinner, we said, okay, now we can maybe go to the hotel and rest. But there was no such luck. We were again shoved into the car and taken back to Toronto by road. It was, it was a nightmare. So
I want to share one more instance. बहुत ही जरूरी है क्योंकि मेरी लाइफ का सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट मोड़ था वो. ये मैं बात कर रहा हूँ 91 की. 90 दिसंबर. शी वॉज प्रेग्नेंट और दिसंबर में ड्यू था. अराउंड 20 दिसंबर उनका ड्यू था.
Yeah, baby was due that time.
तो मैंने ये सोचा कि नहीं, जनवरी का एक प्रोग्राम आया, 5th जैन का एक प्रोग्राम आया. तो मुझे लगा कि 20 दिसंबर से अगर डिले हुआ तो 25 दिसंबर या 30 दिसंबर तक तो बेबी बॉर्न हो जाना चाहिए। तो मैंने 5 जनवरी का प्रोग्राम ले लिया। इसको पता चला कि मैंने प्रोग्राम लिया है तो शी वाज लाइक बहुत नाराज हुई कि तुमने 5 जन का प्रोग्राम क्यों लिया। अरे मैंने कहा कुछ पैसे घर आ जाएंगे, अच्छी बात है कि बेटी के आते ही जो है घर में लक्ष्मी आ जाएगी और प्रोग्राम हो जाएगा, तो अच्छी बात है। एंड उसके बाद 20, 22, 24, 25, 26, 28, 30, 31 न्यू ईयर गया, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 4 तारीख को जो है बराबर रात को जो है इसको पेन शुरू हुआ एंड आई टुक हर टू हॉस्पिटल। और वहां जाने के बाद सुबह 7:30, 8 बजे वो पेन फिर चला गया। आई वॉज टेंस कि रात में प्रोग्राम है, अब ये रात में अगर डिलीवरी होगी तो क्या होगा। और शर्त ये थी कि जब बेबी बॉर्न होगी तो तुमको मेरे पास ही रहना। आई सेड यार वो तो प्रॉमिस है। 7:30 बजे शी बॉर्न। तो डॉक्टर उसको ले आए, मैंने उसको प्यार किया, उसका फोटोग्राफ लिया। शी वाज वाइड अवेक, मेरी आंखें उसको देख रही है, वो मुझे देख रही है। 7:30 बजे वहां से मैं घर गया। घर जाकर के मैंने चेंज किया, नहा करके मैं प्रोग्राम में गया। और यू वोंट बिलीव दैट वाज द वर्स्ट प्रोग्राम ऑफ माय लाइफ। आई वाज सो हैप्पी, आई वाज सो हैप्पी कि मैं क्या गा रहा हूँ मुझे कुछ पता नहीं था। ना मुझे कोई लाइनें याद आ रही थी, ना मुझे कोई शेर व शायरी याद आ रही थी। तो ये इतनी खुशी थी कि मैं सब भूल गया था। और वो दिन था और आज का दिन है। आई एम सो प्राउड दैट माय डॉटर इज सिटिंग नेक्स्ट टू मी।
That's so sweet. Thank you so much for sharing that. You've given some very personal and very family kind of based examples of the most memorable experiences and performances of your life. And I think that says a lot about you as a family. You're very united and very together and very close, and that's very beautiful to see as an audience. The next question is, what is your favorite style, Rup Kumar ji? Do you prefer Bollywood or do you prefer classical? We know you're trained in Hindustani classical too. So what do you prefer?
No, I enjoy all genre of music. In fact, मैं fusion भी करता हूँ. Like world renowned जो ड्रम बजाता है त्रिलोक गुटू, he's from Germany. And उनके साथ में मेरे 2 एल्बम हैं, तो उनके साथ में फ्यूजन मैं करता हूँ. उसके बाद रोनू मजूमदार के साथ में मैंने कई फ्यूजन के प्रोग्राम किए हैं. एंड बॉलीवुड जो है मुझे पॉपुलैरिटी देता है. बॉलीवुड मुझे गाना इसलिए पसंद है कि बॉलीवुड से मैं घर घर में पहुंचता हूं. और उसके बाद मैं गजल का भी एल्बम करता हूं तो लोग सुनते हैं. मैं सूफी का एल्बम करता हूं, वो भी लोग सुनते हैं. मैं बंदिशों को लेकर के उसका फ्यूजन करता हूं, वो भी लोग सुनते हैं. मैं ध्रुपद गाता हूं, वो भी लोग सुनते हैं. तो जितने भी प्रकार मुझे गाने का अच्छा लगता है वो लोग तैयार हो जाते हैं क्योंकि मुझे लोग जानते हैं एज अ बॉलीवुड सिंगर.
Yeah, so he does not have any hang up that I will not sing Bollywood songs, and just because I'm a I come from a very great musical legacy, but he always believed that his music should reach far and wide. His music should reach everybody, and for that he always believed in taking support of Bollywood music so that people will know him. And it has always been his dream that he shall make his music popular. But first he wants to be popular, he wants to be a household name by singing Bollywood songs so that people know who's Rup Kumar Rathod. And then am I right?
Yeah.
So, and then he wants to sing his own whatever he wishes, and he is sure that people are going to listen to that music as well. So that's always been his philosophy.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So just following on from that, Riva Rathod, this is sort of a question for you. Has this influenced you in any way? What sort of styles do you prefer? What's your preference?
I sing like mostly pop music, but I've trained in like all genres. I've trained in Hindustani classical and Carnatic classical, and I've done like 8 grades of piano from the Royal Schools of London.
Mm.
But I'm more inclined towards the Western music culture. But I do a lot of fusion all the time, and I try to make my own style and kind of blend both worlds together. So
amazing,
yeah.
thank you. Okay, and following on from that, so sort of different area. This is for you again, Rupa Kumarji. Has religion influenced your music in any way, and if so, how has it done that?
जैसे हम लोग बचपन में जब हम संगीत सीखते हैं तो we worship शंकर भगवान, because नाद ब्रह्म उनको हम देखते हैं तो वो उन्होंने ताल की जो है वो रचना की.
Yeah, Shiva, Lord Shiva is the.
And गणेश, तो गणपति जो है तो हम जब भी शुरू करते हैं तो we start with गणेश वंदना. तो स्टेज पे जब भी जाते हैं या हम माँ सरस्वती की जब उपासना करते हैं तो रिलीजन तो जो है वो संगीत और वो जुड़ा हुआ है. जैसे बचपन में हमें सिखाया गया कि हमने जब तबला सीखा तो शंकर जी के ऊपर तबले के बोल है.
Lord Shiva is supposed to be the Lord of rhythm.
जैसे I'll demonstrate. शंकर जी का वर्णन है उसमें, पूरा उनका जो चित्र है वो नजर आता है.
So he's going to demonstrate a piece of music which is a description of Lord Shiva.
शीश जटामद गंग सुहावत भाल में सुंदर चंद्र लुहावत तीन नेत्र पर त्रिशूलधारी कर धर डमरू बजावत कर धर डमरू बजावत कर धर डमरू बजावत. तो ये तबले के बोल है. वैसे ही गणेश परण है कि गिड़ गिड़ थुन थुन गिड़ गिड़ थुन थुन गिड़ गिड़ गणपति गजतन वंदन तत् तत् थई छई दई जय वंदन आदित्य राम ब्रिज दर्शन कर बरु धत्ता तो ये गणेश परण है. उसी तरह राधा कृष्ण की परण है. राधा कृष्ण का संवाद है कि नाचत गोपाल लाल तक धिक धिक तड़ाल राधिका मुस्कान आन धागड़ तक धुमकड़ तक गिन्नाड़ा मुरलीधर अधर लीन सांवरे न एक कतार राधिका ने नृत्य कियो मार के कटाक्ष मार दिन दिन जन जात जा तट 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 जमुना ध्रिगन ध्रिगन नील जात कुंज कुंज भटक भटक ध्रिग 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 गोपिन को ध्रिग 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 ग्वालन को निरखे हैं जिनके नयन गोवर्धन धारी के. तो रिलीजन और म्यूजिक ये एक साथ में चलते हैं, ऐसा मेरा सोच.
Yeah, and I think that like music has no religion. I think like it unites people from various religions. Religious beliefs have heard music as the voices of gods and the cacophony of devils. So praise it as the purest form of spirituality and condemned it as the ultimate in sensual depravity. So I think that with equal enthusiasm, they have promoted its use in worship and sought to eradicate it from both religious and secular life. So I think that the spiritual power of music can be seen as a thread running through the course of human history.
Yeah, definitely amazing.
Yeah, but it was a wonder that your first ever song was called On
Yeah,
Ganesha.
and
You can talk about that.
yeah, so I composed a song called On Ganesha for a show that I was supposed to do in Nagpur in India, and I recorded it and I posted a video on YouTube, and soon after I was like approached by Buddha Bar in Paris. So they wanted to use the song as it is in their 20 years compilation of Buddha Bar. So that's how I got my first international break. And ever since, like, I've been working on like a lot of songs with them. Currently, I'm doing a new track called Intimity as well. So
wow, amazing. Thank you so much. I think perhaps when we loop later on back towards, sort of the singing area of this interview, it would be lovely to hear you, Rivaji, in that song. And thank you so much, Rupa Kumarji. That was an amazing performance.
Okay, now we're going to move on to the next question, which is, this is directed to Rupa Kumarji again. So you started your career as a tabla player, as we've as we've discussed, what made you make the transition to vocals and to singing? And as you've explained before with the example that we just gave, how has your tabla helped you in your vocals as well?
See, I never wanted to be a singer because I was a accomplished tabla player. I started my career as a tabla player, और 85 तक I was a celebrity tabla player. I was very popular and I was really good because 4 साल की उम्र से जो आदमी 12-12 घंटे रियाज कर रहा है, तो उसके हाथ में जो है एक साधना जिसे कहते हैं कि वो ऊपर वाले की कृपा होती है कि वो बहुत अच्छा बजाता है। और मेरे साथ में भी यही था, तो मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि मुझे गाना गाना है। एक दिन मेरे फादर का प्रोग्राम हो रहा था और मैं प्रोग्राम सुनने के लिए गया था, और मैंने देखा कि प्रोग्राम से पहले माय फादर वाज लिटिल रेस्टलेस, ही वाज यहाँ से वहाँ चले जा रहे हैं, परेशान हैं। तो मैंने आउट ऑफ कंसर्न मैंने पूछा, डैड व्हाट्स द मैटर, आप परेशान हैं, क्या हुआ? तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं, वो मेरा एक शागिर्द, एक स्टूडेंट जो है, जो पीछे 2 तानपुरा बजाने वाले, आपने देखा होगा क्लासिकल कॉन्सर्ट में जब भी गुरु गाते हैं उनके पीछे 2 तानपुरा लेकर के स्टूडेंट बैठते हैं, वो तानपुरा बजाते हैं और बीच-बीच में गाते भी हैं। तो उसमें से एक स्टूडेंट आया नहीं था, तो फादर वाज लिटिल डिस्टर्ब कि अब क्या करेंगे, प्रोग्राम का टाइम हो गया। आई सेड कोई बात नहीं, मैं बैठ जाता हूँ तानपुरा बजाने। तो मैं पीछे तानपुरा बजाने बैठ गया और प्रोग्राम शुरू हो गया। प्रोग्राम शुरू होने के बाद ही वाज वेरी एंग्रोस्ड, वो अपना गाना उन्होंने शुरू किया, राग मालकौंस, और थोड़ी देर बाद उन्होंने पीछे इशारा किया, हाँ सुर लगाओ, सुर लगाओ। तो शायद वो भूल गए कि एक तरफ तो मैं बैठा हूं और मैंने तो कभी सुर लगाया नहीं था, मैं तो अपना तानपुरा लेके मुंह नीचे करके मैं तो बैठा रहा शर्म के मारे। अच्छा, लेफ्ट साइड में जो दूसरा शागिर्द था उसने गाना शुरू किया क्योंकि उसको याद था, और मैं अपना चुपचाप शर्म के मारे मुंह छुपाए मैं तानपुरा बजाने में। मैंने तो फादर गेव मी वन लुक, उन्होंने पीछे मुड़ के देखा। वो दिन था, तब मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मेरे फादर को इस बात का बहुत कितना दुख हुआ होगा कि मेरा बेटा मेरे पीछे बैठ करके सा नहीं लगा पा रहा है। मेरे दिमाग में, मेरे दिल में ये ख्याल आया, और उस दिन मेरे अंदर एक सिंगर ने जन्म लिया। ये 84 की बात है, और 84 एंड में मैंने जितने मेरे कॉन्सर्ट थे वो मैंने खत्म किए। 85 से देन मैंने अनाउंस किया कि नाउ आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू प्ले तबला एनीमोर, एंड आई स्टार्टेड लर्निंग वोकल फ्रॉम माय फादर। सो ऐसे मेरी शुरुआत हुई।
So, in short, I'm just give you a gist of it that it was a biggest turning point of his life when he attended his father's concert, and he was sitting behind his father playing the tanpura, and the father did not know that it is his son Roop who's on the tanpura and not his own student. So the father looked back and he thought that there was the student who was sitting behind him, and he expected the student to sing, to follow him. Usually the students follow the guru on stage. And when he looked back, he just saw Roop, and he could not sing to save his life. And that was the biggest tragedy for his father. Like, he was really disappointed, and he looked into his eyes, and that's when Roop felt that I'm doing something very wrong. Since my father is a great Drupad Dhamar singer, I should not be playing tabla, but I should be following his footsteps, and I should at least try and learn music. And that's when he started to learn music. Yeah. And in 85, I think,
85.
In 1985, he gave up tabla completely and embarked on his journey as a vocal artist.
That's really, really powerful. Thank you. I think we can all learn from this. कि जब आप छोटे थे, you had this zid, or you had this passion, this junoon, to really, really do the most and the best that you could. And we can definitely see that through this example. Rim, are you going to ask the next question now?
So I'm a little bit wary of time. So I think perhaps if we move towards the sort of, the singing part of it. So it'd be a great honor to have, you sing and, perform the tabla and everything.
Sure.
For
So
us.
I'll ask my daughter to start a small.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I just did an album with Gulzar Sahab earlier this year. So I'm gonna sing the title.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah, it's called.
So for everybody, for all of you here who are listening to us, Gulzar Sahab is one of the legendary poets of India, and he is, of course, much sought after lyricist of Bollywood right now. But his poetry has carved a niche which is going to be there in the history of Indian music. And Riva was really, really lucky to have received his blessings, and he agreed to write lyrics for Riva and her compositions, which the album was just launched this year, called Saya Tere Ishq Ka, which is on Spotify and a lot of platforms.
Okay, we are short of
So
time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna sing it too. Yeah, so that's one about.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much.
One more. Albella second. Okay. Kali, na?
So this is where now the legacy comes in, because Riva has been lucky to have learned Hindustani music also, and I think we will request her to sing one.
This is Albela Sajan, and it's one of my favorite ragas of all time. So.
And Sanjay Bhansali has used this song in
Yeah.
one of his films.
Not Bajia.
Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam. It's been used in that film as well. So. सखी मन अति सुख पायो रे अलबेला सजन आयो रे अलबेला सजन आयो रे
Wow. Thank you so much, Niva. That was absolutely stunning. And I feel quite moved. I don't think I'm able to ask the next question. That was so good. Thank you so much for those two small performances. We've had a lot of requests, and to be quite honest, it's my own request too. If Sonali ji and Roop Kumar ji, if you could just sing a few lines together of Mola Mere Mola or Tujh Mein Rab Dikhta Hai, some of your biggest songs, Roop Kumar ji. Just one or two lines would be really, really, really powerful.
See, I'm on a vocal rest, so I have some problem with my vocal. So, but definitely I'll ask Sonali and I'll play some tabla and I'll do something.
I think one of the very, very popular numbers, which is one of my favorites also.
It's one of my favorites too. Thank you for this. Wow, thank you so much, Sonali ji. That was absolutely stunning. That was very, very moving. That was so beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to pass over to Rim now. I think he's going to move on to the Q&A section of this interview.
Yeah, thank you so much for that performance. It was amazing. I think I can speak for everyone in saying how amazing it was. So thank you so much. So now we're going to move on to the Q&A now. So we're just going to ask a few questions. Are you currently working on any projects, throughout this lockdown period?
Yeah, many projects. And the first one, which is going to come out, is on 10th of June, which happens to be Roop Kumarji's birthday. And there's a special song which is recorded and shot in the house in the lockdown period.
It's all about being positive in these times, and it's for COVID patients especially. So we're doing 2 tracks for COVID patients. So yeah.
It's called Jagmagayega Mera India.
That's the first one, which
Okay.
will be launched on 10th of June. And hopefully we will be sending you the link, and I'm sure you all will love it and enjoy listening. And then there's another project which is for the police and the doctors and nurses who have helped relentlessly, who are working.
All the COVID warriors who are helping us save the nation. So for them, it's just like a tribute to them.
So these are, for us as artists, it's kind of an opportunity that in this period we are at our creative best, and we are working on lots of songs. Riva is recording many songs, which I think you can tell them.
Yeah, well, I was in LA a few months ago, so I've been doing some projects over there. So I've been working with like Nicholas Neidhart. He's like the composer of the trailer for Jurassic World, and I've been working with Satnam Ramgotra, who is like the lead drummer for Hans Zimmer. So I'm doing all these tracks, and with Humberto Gareca, who did We Are the World, and for Michael and Celine Dion's first album. So I'm working on a track with him as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff happening.
That's
and
awesome to hear.
go back.
I think often in periods like this, it really does bring out that creative, element in you, because you have the time to, work on projects and tracks like that. That's
Yeah,
great.
like,
I'm sure we'll be
and all of us
posting
living
all
in
of
the
these
same house. Like we're homebound at the moment, so we kind of work, like sing along with each other and practice a lot all the time. And
Of course.
And this is the time when he can really teach her all the finer nuances of music. So that's we've been just singing and practicing and doing riyaz. That's it.
That's amazing to hear. I'm sure we'll be posting, if this is sort of for the audience as well, so in a couple of weeks, once the tracks come out, we'll be posting on our Facebook pages so everyone can have a listen to them. So moving on to the next question, this is from Serena. So in the West, and particularly England, Indian musicians face a lot of difficulty, lack of acceptance and lack of recognition within our Indian society. Does the same thing happen in India? Do you ever face this?
नहीं, देखिए, 2 तरह के लोग होते हैं, जो अच्छा है, जो प्रॉमिसिंग आर्टिस्ट है, वो अपनी जगह खुद ब खुद बना लेता है, और जो एवरेज हैं, उनके लिए थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होता है, क्योंकि डेफिनेटली अब वो पुराना जमाना नहीं था। अब जमाना जो है वो मीडिया का जमाना है, यूट्यूब पे इतना कुछ अवेलेबल है, सो यू हैव टू रियली वर्क हार्ड टू बी द बेस्ट। और अगर आप अच्छे हैं तो दुनिया के किसी भी कोने में वहां से लोग आपको जो है वो चुन लेंगे। लाइक सी नुसरत फतेह अली खान साहब, कहने के लिए वो तो कव्वाली थे, कव्वाली गाते थे, कव्वाल थे, पाकिस्तान के थे, बट पीटर गैब्रियल ने उनको सुन करके उनको जो है वहां से उठाया और उनको जो है पूरे वर्ल्ड में जो है फैला दिया। तो इफ यू आर गुड देन ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती। तो उसका यही तरीका है कि आप रियाज करते रहें, सीखिए, सीखना बहुत जरूरी है, रियाज करना जरूरी है, और अपने आप को परखना जरूरी है। यू हैव टू every day you have to practice, because you can't, yeah.
But it's not, I think even in London, I think London is a hub of music, and all kinds of musicians and all genres of music are appreciated there. So I don't know, I'm not really sure whether the Indian musicians are given a sideline. We know 1 or 2 Indian musicians are doing really well, like Talvin Singh, and there's this girl, what's her name? The Bengali girl. Yeah. So it's not necessary that Indian musicians are not appreciated. But I didn't really understand what exactly, Serena, do you want to say? I mean, do you want to say that Indians in London are not accepting Indian musicians?
So if Serena's still online, feel free to answer that question.
Hi, yeah, I am here.
Hi Serena, how are you?
Hi, good, thank you. How are you? Thank you so much. This has been so great so far. It's really lovely to hear you all. What I guess I was asking is, or saying, is that in our Indian society, it's still not recognized to be a musician, whether you be Western trained or Indian trained, or it's not appreciated. It's not seen as a career path either. A lot of people are told, oh no, it might not be worth pursuing.
Yeah, well, Serena, well, even in India, it's not considered a career, a lucrative career to look forward to, and still it's not. Many parents do not encourage the children to take only music as a career. When they are learning, when they are interested in music, they always want them to fall back on some alternative career. So in India also, music is still not taken as a full-time recognized career.
Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking to hear. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that, Serena. So moving on to the next question now from Gagan Khurana. So I think this will be the final question, but does Roop Kumarji think this old way of learning for artists, you know, as you discussed earlier, this sort of, you know, very humbling method of serving your guru is a lost art?
करंट सिचुएशन में तो देखिए ऐसा है कि ये विद्या जो है वो गुरुमुख से सीखने की विद्या है। जो पुराने जमाने में लोग गुरु के पास बैठते थे, कोई किताब नहीं होती थी, कोई रिकॉर्डर नहीं होता था, तो गुरु ने कहा और आपको वो जो है वो अपने दिल में दिमाग में उतारना है, तभी तो वो याद रह जाता था। अब ऐसा है कि एवरीथिंग आप मोबाइल में रिकॉर्ड कर लेते हैं, तो वो मोबाइल का मोबाइल में ही रह जाता है।
Just like we always have a backup because we record it on the phone or we write it in a book. Like in olden days, he's saying that there wasn't any such thing. You had to keep it, remember it in your.
It's a better way.
Yeah, but that is a better way. And once it's in your memory, it stays in there forever. But once it's in your phone, like you just forget about it because you know that it's there, safe. I think that's what he's.
Okay, awesome.
बट टेक्नोलॉजी का जो है इस्तेमाल है इन दिनों, स्काइप पे ट्यूशन होते हैं, क्लासेस हैं, मास्टर क्लासेस होते हैं, तो स्काइप पे जो है वो गुरु सब कुछ सिखाते हैं और स्टूडेंट भी जो है वो अब इतना पॉसिबल नहीं है कि लंदन से इंडिया आ सके, तो 5 मिनट में जो है कनेक्शन लग जाता है और फिर गुरु बताते हैं, स्टूडेंट सीखते हैं। तो अब ये तरीका है, लेकिन असली संगीत सीखने का मजा यही था कि गुरु सिर्फ संगीत नहीं सिखाता, जब आप गुरु के साथ रहते हैं तो पूरा जीवन आपका जो है वो बदल जाता है।
So basically, I mean, today the students and today the whole trend is that you don't have that kind of time. We don't have that kind of patience and passion to learn music in such a way, which was a long process. Everything today is instant. We get calls from several young aspiring students and kids that we want to learn music, and so we always ask them that why do you want to learn music, because that was what I was asked by my guru. Pandit Hridaynath Mangeshkar ji is my guru, and when I started to learn from him when I was about 10 years of age, and he asked, the first question he asked me that why do you want to learn music? And that time I was really naive and I said, okay, well, because I knew that he is Lata Mangeshkar's brother. So my answer was that, oh yeah, because I want to sing for films. And he just started to laugh and he said, okay, we'll see about that. But then he started to teach me music and took me in the deep realms of Indian classical music, taught me with great patience and love. And so after a period of time, I forgot all about my Bollywood aspirations and I just became connected with music. But today people do not have that kind of time, nor the inclination. and they want to learn music because they want to take part in some kind of a contest or some kind of a reality show where they want to win, and that's why they just go to a music teacher and say, okay, teach us music. But that's everything is going wrong. We do not believe in this.
Sorry, can I just say something? Can we have some more singing, please? I mean, your voices are so amazing, and I think we've had a lot of questions, but I would really love to hear you sing more. And your daughter was fabulous. Both of you, so please, can we have some more songs?
If possible, the Mahari Lado. Rupkumarji, Mahari Lado.
Sorry,
The song which you sang in Rajasthani, Mahari Lado.
Mahari Lado.
You're with your Lado, so please.
Okay.
No, I'll ask Riva to sing one very popular and beautiful, my favorite also. ये से गाते हैं।
ठीक है, एक
अच्छा ये
Could we please hear Tujh Mein Rab Dikhta Hai?
और कुछ ना जाने बस इतना ही जानू तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं सजदे सर झुकता है यारा मैं क्या करूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं.
That was amazing. Could we please hear Mola Mere Mola?
My dear husband is on. My dear husband is on vocal rest. Please.
But he can play the tabla.
He can play the tabla. Yes.
Yes, some tabla todi, if you can play, please.
Yeah, sure. We'll end with this. playing after 35 years.
Thank you so much.
Only for you guys.
So I don't think we can quite hear you, Rup Kumarji. Your audio has just gone down.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that amazing performance. That was an amazing interview, and thank you so much. So I'm afraid that's
Please
all we
hear
have.
some more singing.
Sorry.
So I'm
Some
afraid
more
that-
singing, please. Anything. We want to hear your amazing voices.
So if we have time for perhaps one very last song, that will be amazing, Rup Kumarji and family.
Thank you so much for all of your requests, everyone.
Thanks, Oxford South Asian Art Society, for organizing this. It's really lovely. Thanks.
So I'm going to sing one of his really famous numbers, Dil Ko Tumse Pyar Hua, from Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein. It's one of my favorite songs, so sung by him. So I'm going to just try and sing it a little bit for you guys. We do know. दिल को तुमसे प्यार हुआ, पहली बार हुआ, तुमसे प्यार हुआ, मैं भी आशिक यार हुआ, पहली बार हुआ, तुमसे प्यार हुआ, चाहिए बेताबी मेरी जान, कहाँ मैं क्या करूँ, चाहिए बेताबी मेरी जान, कहाँ मैं क्या करूँ, दिल को तुमसे प्यार हुआ, पहली बार हुआ, तुमसे प्यार हुआ. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll just say one thing today. Like, it's been no rains. It's so long, but today, thanks to after listening to you guys, it's raining in UK.
Thank you
It's on
so
Rag Malhar.
much.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, and thank you everyone for attending. I think that's all we have time for today. And everyone, thank you so much for attending, and Rup Kumarji, Sonali and Riva Rato. That was an amazing performance, an amazing.
Can we have one more song, please? A finale to close off the.
I don't think our viewers can just get enough of you all.
It's never ending.
I think this will be
Sorry?
this will be the last one, and then we'll close off. We're very aware that we don't want to take too much of your time.
ये भी कोई जीना है, ये भी कोई जीना है, ये भी कोई मरना या नसीब बिरहा की रात का चलना, यारा से किसी धुना से मिलसे यारा से किसी धुना से मिलसे पैरों में न साया कोई सर पे न साई रे मेरे साथ जाए ना मेरी परछाई रे बाहर हो जा ना बाहर हो जा ना मेरा नाया रसी मेरे हाथ रात का चलना यारा से गुना से यारा भोला यारा
Thank you so much. That was an amazing way to end today's interview. But I'm afraid that's all we have time for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Everyone who sent in their requests as well, we really do appreciate your passion and your energy because we're just as excited as you are in watching the family perform. Thank you so much, Marji, Sonali ji, and thank you so much.
Hope to be there in person soon.
In person.
Ah, yes, of course, definitely.
We'd be absolutely honoured to have you in Oxford in reality. That'd be absolutely amazing.
Definitely, that's a promise.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
रब दिखता है